Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
Good afternoon. It's good to have you with us on WKYT as we approach 12:30. Bill Bryant and Barbara Bailey reporting.
It's been another frigid start to the week. Here we are.
We're like 15, 16 degrees right now. We'll be dealing with the cold temperatures, even a little more snow it looks like in the couple of days ahead. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is here to update us on the forecast and what's happening right now.
Yeah, we're looking outside and holding on to those temperatures. Extremely cold outside. We're in the teens right now, and it's just not budging that much. The one reason, that snowpack. I talked about it last week. We have got to get it on out of here because what you do is you get that sunshine coming down, and the sunshine heats us up. It heats the ground up, but if the sunshine can't make it to the ground because that snow, well, it just pushes it right back into the atmosphere. That's what we call albedo. And when you have snow and that ice underneath, that has the highest albedo, the reflection of that sunlight back into the atmosphere. And that's why you're getting these temperatures like we've had the past several days. They're just not getting warmer until we get the snow on out of here. Cold one in store, 18 degrees. It looks good, doesn't feel good. Focus of the forecast, we go throughout the next several days. More snow chances are around. They're not big snow chances, but they're there. And the cold air, it hangs tight through the next few days. But I promise you one thing, we do at least have a silver lining somewhere in the forecast, and I'll show you when that is coming up.
All right, thank you. A city is deciding the best way to move forward after a fire destroyed all of its snow removal equipment. That fire happened early yesterday morning in Lawrenceburg.
WKYT's Sean Moody shows us what the city plans to do to deal with clearing roads the rest of the winter. It's our top story at 12:30.
The mayor told me they're treating this tear down as kind of like an archaeological dig, making notes of everything that's inside, hoping they can salvage some of it. Fire investigators are still trying to figure out what started the fire here at the city maintenance garage. Contractors were already working on tearing down the building this morning. They pulled out the charred remains of the snow removal vehicles that were inside, as well as any other tools or equipment they could find. They're setting aside anything they find here on a table and making sure they've got records of them. All the vehicles were insured, so eventually they will be replaced, but the mayor says it's difficult to get those replacements immediately. They'll be contracting for snow removal for the next few weeks.
That we just assume that it's going to be a process. You know, if it takes a month, but a month from now we ought to be out of snow. So, but come next year, we'll be ready.
And the mayor said there are several options for contractors in town for snow removal. For salt, he says they may have to go out of town. In Lawrenceburg, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Sean, thank you. The fire chief says investigators are still looking into a cause of the fire. He said with so many vehicles and electrical equipment inside, it could have been anything.
Well, across Kentucky, it's another busy day for crews still trying to get roads clear after last week's major snow. Lexington is focusing on roads that haven't been plowed since last Monday. Garbage pickup resumed today. If sanitation workers find a street that is too snowy to service, snow plows are responding to help them out as well. Children in Fayette County returned to school today for the first time in a week. The interim superintendent has announced a plan to make up some of the snow days from last week. Instead of having March 20th and April 10th off, students will now be in school on those days. Other make-up days will be announced once the threat of more snow days passes.
The State Emergency Operations Center remains open following last week's winter storm. Instead of road conditions, the EOC is now keeping an eye on water problems caused by the extreme cold. Many communities, especially in eastern Kentucky, have lost service because water systems just couldn't handle the Arctic temperatures.
Some are out of service completely. Some are in states of repair. Some are still looking for leaks. So we are in the process of moving water supplies to these areas. And this is a large undertaking for all of our partners.
The National Guard has been called to places such as Pike and Harlan counties to deliver water. A warning today for people in Estill County. Officials say you need to conserve water. Urban Municipal Utilities and the Estill Water District say that there's a water shortage. It's due to a weekend power outage at the water plant and people running their water to prevent freezing pipes. Right now, about 1,500 people have little or no water.
Tragic story out of southeastern Kentucky. A 13-year-old is dead after police say he took his mother's car for a joyride. The victim has been identified now as Jathan Patterson. Police say he and a 14-year-old passenger crashed the car on Kentucky 3439 in Knox County around 2:30 this morning. The second teen suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police say they are not sure if slick roads played a role in the crash, but they believe that speed certainly did. Tragic situation.
Horrible story.
Yeah. A new therapy is showing promise when it comes to peanut allergies.
And exploring the link between baby formula and arsenic. Ebony Williams has details in this Better Living report.
A new study suggests breastfeeding may reduce arsenic exposure in babies. Researchers at Dartmouth College looked at 72 babies and found formula-fed infants had more arsenic in their urine than breastfed babies. Scientists say families with private wells should have their tap water tested for arsenic, but doctors noted that levels overall were very low, regardless of how babies were fed. Doctors at Mount Sinai in New York say a new patch may help people with serious peanut allergies. It's placed on the skin and releases small doses of peanut proteins. The new study shows patients treated with the highest dose patch tolerated at least 1 gram of protein, or about 4 peanuts after 1 year.
It does appear to allow many of the individuals to ingest much more peanut protein in this case without any symptoms.
Dr. Hugh Sampson says there were no serious reactions related to the patch. And a new study published in the journal Pediatrics found that children whose parents wash dishes by hand were less likely to develop allergies than kids whose parents used the dishwasher. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Ebony Williams, CBS News, New York.
And there's much more to come on WKYT News at 12:30. If you're buying a new home or considering remodeling, you can be up to date on the hottest home trends. Details about the new home and remodeling marketplace.
That's coming up, and also what to do with the money that you're saving at the gas pump. And Kentucky music superstar J.P. Pennington will be on the show. That's later on our Wood Song segment.